I'm Norma Norris, the developer of the Reality Tour Drug Prevention Program and the executive director of the nonprofit Candle Inc. that oversees the Reality Tour that's in 30% of Pennsylvania counties and moving to other states. And what I would like to impart to people is that this is a program that can start in any community, whether it's urban or rural. It can start with a catalyst, as I say. One person who wants to make a difference is enough to bring this type of experience to a community.
We're all from Portersville Bible Church Youth Group, and we do this because we want to help kids from getting into drugs and keeping them from going down the wrong path.
I spent over 25 years working with young people who had used drugs and are using drugs and sent them to rehab. I've sent probably 100, 150 kids to rehab, and we're using here trying to prevent kids because I found very little success after picking up the pieces after somebody already got involved in drugs. So this is why I do it, is because try to prevent it from ever getting into drugs so we don't have to pick up the pieces later.
And the main thing about the Reality Tour that makes it so very different, besides the style of presentation and the content, is that we're reaching parent and child together. And for parents of adolescents and teens, when your child tells you you don't get it, you really don't understand their environment and the world that we've asked them to live in. And what the Reality Tour does is put both of you on the same page.
I'm Irene, and I'm a volunteer here with the Reality Tour. I started last November when I brought my daughter to the tour, and I brought her just for the fact that I wanted her to be aware of drug addiction and alcoholism. It does play a big role in my family, and I know that it's in her genes, and I know that she is very susceptible to becoming an alcoholic or drug addict. And even though I drill it into her head over and over again, I still have those fears. I volunteered because I think if a kid can learn one thing, and that thing will be put in their mind someday when they're tempted with the drugs or the alcohol, if they can remember one thing out of this program, I think it's well worth any time that I put into this program.
I feel the Reality Tour was a great experience, and if you get the chance to go, you should go. It's an emotional roller coaster. You'll go up and down, and it'll change your life.
A great prevention tool. It's been researched. We have reached thousands of people, tens of thousands of people across Pennsylvania, and we survey every program, and all of our tours that are replicated across Pennsylvania are getting the same results that we are. And parents rate the program as priceless, and the kids want their friends to see it. The amount of information that parent and child need is so important and so critical, and we've really looked to pare it down to just the essentials and deliver it in a way that's extremely memorable. And the Reality Tour is something that parent and child will remember their experience together. It leaves an emotional imprint, and that's much easier to recall. And that's the one thing that you want your child to remember, is the content of this program, the cautions that were given, and we really teach kids how to see beyond the next 10 minutes.